All right, and welcome back, crypto geeks. Want to try to push a little bit of information out to you guys with this current crypto market, this current crypto climate. As you can see right now, the overall market cap is about 1.3 trillion as it stands right now. Bitcoin dominance is right up under 45%, 44.9 to be exact. Current Bitcoin price is right above 33,000. Ethereum right above 2,000. Now I expect a little more dip in this market. I don't believe the bottom is in yet. Just reviewing some of the TAs that are out there and some of the charts, and based on their experience, because I'm not a technical analyst, I couldn't tell you whether they were right or wrong. But just being in this game as long as I have, I can honestly say that I personally don't feel like the bottom is in. Okay, which means you still, and this is just my opinion, this is not financial advice, but you still have an opportunity to buy in at some of these discounted prices, so to speak. All right, and if you're interested, Dogecoin is holding right above 25 cents. XRP, it's fell under 70 cents. It's right at 69 cents. 69 cent. Litecoin, 140 bucks. Solana, which is a strong player in this game, they're at $31. Polygon at $1.31. It's a pretty good deal on that. Stellar at 27 cents. I would definitely look into packing a little bit more in my Stellar bags. One thing I wanted to emphasize and stress to you all. Oh, look, Algorand went to 86 cents. That's another coin that I stake. One thing I would like to stress to you all and remind you guys of is don't just buy these crypto coins and hold them. All right, you got a lot of people in this space that are unfamiliar with staking, unfamiliar with the yield forming process. And what happens is they buy these cryptocurrencies, no matter which one of the assets it is, whether it's an altcoin, whether it's one of the major players like Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatnot, and then they hold them and they sit on them and they just wait. They hodl is what we call hodl. You are losing money. You are losing money if all you're doing is hodling and holding your tokens, right? If you want to maximize your gains in this crypto space, you must get involved in some of these DeFi projects. And look, I'll show you what I mean. So I'm just gonna give you one example of a staking project that I was doing on Hotbit with some XRP that I have on Hotbit. Right, so I have my major bag that I hold, right, and I'm waiting for that price to go up. I also have a side bag, and this is with most tokens, not to put my business out there, but just trying to give you guys an idea. I have a side bag that I use specifically for either trading, either staking, minting, yield forming. I get involved in some type of DeFi project. Look here, for example. Okay, so on Hotbit, daily I earned 3.72%. 3.72% on the value of XRP that I'm currently sitting on Hotbit. So this is today. I just received a settlement. This was yesterday. This was last week. This was earlier in June. This was earlier in May. This was earlier in April, and thus and so forth and so on. So when I say that you can make money daily, no matter if the market is up, no matter if the market is down, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing yourself a disservice by not researching and getting involved in these DeFi projects. If you're just gonna sit and hold on to these things like you like you would do traditional stocks, then you're not in it to win it. I'm just gonna put it out there, man. All right, you're not in it to win it. You gotta help your money to make money. You know what I'm saying? You can't just throw it out there and expect the market to go up and let that be it. I mean, some people, they're comfortable doing that, and that's them. That's their own personal preference. Me, if I can buy one of these digital assets, buy into a position as I wait for this market to mature and wait for that price discovery, and that asset gains value over time, great. That's what we're here for. But in the meantime, while I'm waiting for all of that to happen, check this out. While I'm waiting for all of that to happen, if I can still take a piece of a chunk of what I already have out of that position, and I can continue to flip it and earn more, either in that asset or in another asset that has potential value down the road or current value as I'm earning the interest on it, why not? What are you afraid of? Well, you afraid of making a profit? We in this to make money, pimping. We not in here just to hodl forever. All right, so I'm gonna get off my soapbox on that one. Another thing I want to show you guys is that since China has been doing this crackdown, the price of the GPUs are starting to come back down. Since China has cracked down on the Bitcoin mining, the price of the GPUs have started to come back down. This article was in CoinDesk, and I just thought it was interesting because I'm in the process of trying to upgrade some of the equipment that I have, and this is good news for me. This is very good news for me. So I just thought I'd like to share that with you all. I'll leave a link to this article in the descriptions. Another thing, you guys know that I work with several different coins and tokens and whatnot because I don't believe in a one-trick pony. So I do have a large bag of XRP. As I was just showing you, I earn interest on a small portion of that bag. Yeah, you gotta excuse the background. I got a lot of things going on right here. Just side note, man, I had water damage in my house. I got dehumidifiers and fans blowing downstairs, and there's all kind of stuff going on. I had a surgery on my mouth, which is why I haven't been on this microphone in several days. So I'm talking with you all right now, my faithful listeners, and my mouth is in pain, so bear with me. I am trying my best to get some stuff out to you guys, but I'm really not feeling it right now because the dentist, he did a wonderful job, but I had a lot of work done to my mouth that I had to have. But anyway, getting back to the crypto, Flare. All right, so if you held any XRP last year before the Spark token drop by Flare, you guys understand that the participating exchanges, well, let me back up. If you're not familiar with the XRP and the Flare token drop or distribution, let me just try to lace you guys up, my ladies and gents, players and players that were not in the game back in the game. All right, so what happens is people like myself and other cryptocurrency investors who held the XRP token, right? Not the Ripple token. Remember, Ripple is the company, XRP is the coin. So if you held XRP, whether you held it in a cold storage wallet, which you would have to go in and get the kit, you would have to update your wallet so that it would accept and recognize. It would accept and recognize the fact that, okay, yeah, you have XRP in this wallet, and we're gonna distribute the Flare I'm sorry, the Spark token. Flare is the network. The Spark tokens to your wallet. Okay, so if you didn't want to go that route, if you didn't want to attach anything to your wallet per se, which I didn't feel comfortable doing that. That's just me. I'm not attaching anything to my ledger. All right, and other people have different opinions about it. That's just my own personal preference. So I chose to use the exchange route, and I broke up my XRP on several different exchanges because I don't put all of my eggs in one basket. We spoke about that before. All right. So what happens is on these different exchanges, I put X amount of XRP on each one of them to participate in the Flare Network's Spark token airdrop and distribution. So now we're upon the distribution phase of the Spark token. The initial drop is going to be 15% of whatever you held on that exchange. The 15% of the total amount of XRP that you held on that exchange. Now, the Spark token airdrop is a 1-for-1. Let me clarify that. So if you had 10,000 XRP, you were going to get 10,000 Spark token. And if you had all 10,000 of those XRPs on one exchange, then you're going to get 15% of that 10,000 in the initial drop. And then another 15% later, and then thus and so forth and so on. All right. But, and you can see right here, this kind of breaks down the formula right here. And I'll leave a link to the Flare Network's website in the description. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because in the XRP community, some concerns around the taxing of the Spark token. How will this Spark token be taxed? I'm not a financial advisor. I do not offer financial advice. I'm not a tax professional. You guys are going to have to speak with your own CPAs, or you're going to have to go down to HR Block or whoever you go to for your tax information, and you're going to have to get some professional advice on how you want to deal with your Flare distribution if you participated in, your Spark token distribution, if you're participating into it, and do what works for you. All right, with that being said, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. All right. And I'm going to do like some of the other, people in this space would do. And this is just to cover my ass because of just the sheer amount of XRP that I have and the Spark token that I'm going to get. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that first initial 15% distribution, and I'm going to hold that. The reason why I'm going to hold that is because that first initial distribution is not going to have any value, because it's going to be based on zero valuation. I forget the exact terminology. All right, but each distribution I receive after that, I'm immediately gonna sell, and let me explain to you why. Because I'm not gonna have to worry about that first drop, right? Because Spark token didn't have any initial value. You understand what I'm saying? You had 10,000 XRP coins. If they would have given me all 10,000 Spark tokens at one time, I wouldn't sell any of them. Right, but to give me 15% of the total value of my allocated distribution, that first 15% is not going to have any real intrinsic value, right? Supposedly, we know now that Spark tokens actually will have value, right? And so subsequently, each additional distribution after that, I'm dumping, and I'm going to tell you why. Let's just say I had 5,000 tokens distributed on the second drop. And let's just say the price of each one of those tokens by the second drop was $10. So that's what, $50,000 per se, give or take. All right. So because of the market and because of the selling pressure due to the tax implications, that $10 token may end up being, and this is all hypothetical, all right? I'm just using these numbers as an example. That $10 token may drop to $5. So now I'm gonna be taxed on $50,000 worth of tokens that I only have a true value of $25,000. You see where I'm going with this? Y'all follow me, pimps and pimpettes? So Squeak the Crypto Geek says, you know what? As soon as I get them, I'm dumping them. Now you do what you do. I'm gonna do what I do. I just thought I'd like to share that with you. All right, I'm getting off that soapbox. I'll leave a link to the Flat Network in the description. One other thing I want you guys to go over, because you know my new #1 favorite now is Telcoin. Telcoin is a beast. Telcoin is an animal. You guys know I follow Cody Coon on Twitter, and I really strongly suggest that you guys follow Cody as well. Want to give you a few clips for you guys to soak up of his interview with CryptoPlato. Very, very in-depth, really good detailed information about the direction of Telcoin, its partners. I unfortunately don't have enough time in the day to do the type of research that Cody is doing, so I am thankful for all of the information that he shares with us in this community. But let me just run a couple of clips by you. I will leave the YouTube link in the description so you guys can go and watch this if you've missed it. And if you're a Telcoin investor, or if you're just interested in trying to invest in a solid, sure winner, then you definitely want to watch this video, and I will leave the link in the description. You definitely want to get into Telcoin. Remember, not financial advice, just common freaking sense. All right, check this out. Okay, here we go.
That have been updated and a bunch of new partners. And I saw that and I thought, man, that's impressive. But as I was talking to you, I don't think I really have a good idea of just how impressive some of these partners were. So I think, yeah, you've just got this pulled up. Can you walk us through some of these partners, what they mean, how big they are? Is this impressive? Is this not impressive?
Yeah, definitely. And again, thank you very much for having me on. From what I'm seeing, man, is for them to go ahead and kind of throw all these partners at us at once is just, first off, incredible. For the longest time, for the past 3 years, they, have kind of been laying low under the radar, announcing ones and twosies of partners at a time. And then I guess the biggest break that we got, who was the first partner? It was like Jumia, I guess you could say, was probably the first real break. But then it was kind of like, how are they going to use it? Isn't Telcoin supposed to be used by telecoms and mobile money operators? This is an e-commerce company. What's going on? Doing digging on that, you kind of realize that, MTN's involved, Rocket Internet, you have these big name people that are providing capital, and so some of these on this list, man, are like, they're top notch. They really are. In Indonesia, you have, I think it's Dana or Dana, GoPay, LQAWLH, and then Uvu or Ovo. Those are the 4 biggest in the country. LQAWLH is a Telcoin partner, obviously, was before this. and that's owned by 4 of the biggest banks in Indonesia, and it's government run. Millicom is another huge, it's in Latin America, big telecom company. They obviously own Tyco Money. MTN Group, we knew for a long time that, you know, they were a partner. Paul had mentioned it back in 2017, 2018, kind of before they fine-tuned NDA. Same with Airtel. Airtel was kind of the, you know, same stance.
So what Cody is explaining, what he's identifying are some of the larger partnerships globally with these telecom operators or these telecom companies. I'm gonna fast forward to another section of this video, and you have to watch it, man. This thing is like 42 minutes long. I'm gonna fast forward to another small section of the video to try to give you guys some idea of the amount of people, the amount of access that Telcoin has through these telecom operators and whatnot. Just listen. Sit back and listen. I can show you better than I can tell you. Hold on, let me cue it up.
Talk about a little bit, but essentially Telcoin is going to be running on the rails of this already existing partnerships, these already existing trusted people, like you said. Or how many million people roughly is represented here in terms of customers that are going to have immediate access to Telcoin?
From last that I heard, and I could be wrong, I'd have to double check the numbers, but I think it's about 500 million.
500 million. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's literally what, 1.5 of the United States' entire population.
Yeah.
So.
And is there any, so I'm from the US, you're from the US, not everybody watching this will be, but is there any kind of US equivalent of these companies that might be easy for a US resident or person to kind of get? Like, okay, Bcash is like, what is that, like PayPal? Is it like Cash App?
Yeah, so I'll go through a couple of them. So like MTN Money, for example, that would be your Cash App equivalent, you know, most likely. Okay. Or you could see Venmo as an equivalent. Those are both mobile money, technically, or money transmitters. Let me see. So in like some of these telecoms, and I know in the United States that we don't really know or pay attention to things outside of the United States, you know, thoroughly. So Airtel, for an example, and I may have down here, let me see real quick. Airtel is the second biggest telecom company in the world, like in the entire world. And so if we go ahead and we compare that to AT&T, which is 15th, it's only 170. They have 176 million. Airtel has 458, and that's just one.
That's just one. Yeah.
That's just one of them. So, and again, Vodafone, that's number 5. That's 311. So if we want to count telecom subscribers opposed to mobile money subscribers, right there, just within those two, is over 760 million, and that's only 2 of the partners. So if we're
all right. So numbers don't lie. He just told you over 700 plus million subscribers within 2 of the God knows how many partnerships that they have. Go get you some Telcoin, people. Stop playing with it. Go get you some Telcoin. Get in the game. I got a break. I got some business to go handle. All kind of noise going on in the background. Y'all forgive me. I'm trying to get all of this stuff done. That's gonna do it for me. I am Squeak, the Crypto Geek. You have been watching The Reset, where over here we keep it 100. I am not a financial advisor, and I do not offer financial advice. Y'all know the motto.
Hustle at your own risk.